Now, if you're going to have just one camera for going out and capturing your motorcycle rides, then in my opinion, it should definitely be a 360 camera. So in this video, I'm going to give you 5 reasons why, and also Tim's going to take this Insta360 X5 out on the Tiger and show you some of the awesome shots you can get. Now, by the way, a massive thanks to Insta360 for supporting the channel and sponsoring this video. And if you want to get your own shots like these, then there's a link down in the description below to all their excellent products. Plus, I should also point out that from the 17th to the 31st of March, well, they're running their spring sale campaign, which will get you the same levels of discount as Black Friday, so definitely worth a look.
So first up, this is a really common way you see people using a 360 cam with a selfie stick mounted on the handlebars using one of Insta360's bar clamps. I would favour this one for touring trips because from this position you can show yourself, the road ahead, a bit of the bike, but also anything that happens or catches your eye off to the side. You can even stick the selfie stick in a higher position if you want to give a bit of a different perspective, see over hedges or things like that.
For me, I think the primary reason why I love using 360 cameras so much is because of the fundamental nature of it capturing everything around you. That means that when you get the footage onto your phone in the Insta360 app, or if you take the footage onto your desktop and use their desktop software, well, you've got ultimate flexibility and also the ability to correct any mistakes you've made when you're out shooting on the road. You can reframe it, you can get it level, you can choose the level of zoom as well. And so when you're out on the bike, you know, the conditions are rarely perfect. You might have cold hands or you may be wearing your gloves. You know, it can be difficult to get the mount exactly right, but with a 360 camera, that just isn't a concern. So yeah, it's the ultimate in capturing convenience.
This one is super simple. We're using the same sort of chin mount that you'd get with a regular action cam, but if you set your 360 camera running, it gives you the same sort of POV shot. Perfect for illustrating how the bike rides because you get a little bit of the road ahead, a bit of the bike, and a little bit of your input as well through the controls, all in one perspective.
One of the things that can be a bit of a challenge when you're trying to get video on a motorcycle is the fact that you're so close to it and yet you might want plenty of the bike in shot. What you therefore need is a camera with a ridiculously wide field of view, and that's what a lot of traditional action camera manufacturers try to achieve with wider and wider lenses, and also sometimes additional accessories that you can kind of clip onto the front to give you an even wider field of view. Thing is though, with a 360 camera, it's capturing a 360 field of view, and so it couldn't possibly get any wider. So yeah, you could either run it in single lens mode to have it act more like a traditional action camera, or if you want a really, really wide field of view, just shoot in 360 mode and you can zoom out as far as you want once you get the footage onto your phone or onto the desktop app.
We use this angle a lot on our review shoots, but if you mount the camera low, for example on the crash bars with a bike like this, on a selfie stick, not necessarily fully extended, but just enough to give you distance from the bike, then it gives you a really good angle showing off lots of interesting parts of the motorcycle. The engine, the foot controls, front wheel, brakes, and the suspension's behavior, all of this is visible from down here, so lots to show from just one single position.
This sort of flexibility as well with being able to change the framing, the angle, the zoom level as well in the app afterwards, well, I just think it gives you much more creativity when it gets to doing your edits. And that could be for a full review like the stuff that we do for YouTube, but also if you're just trying to make a short social media video to share your latest ride with your friends. I just love the ability to be able to zoom in on a particular detail or choose a different frame, and you didn't have to think about that when you were actually filming it. It's just giving you all those possibilities, and you can even keyframe and move the camera around so you're getting these kind of smooth panning shots and stuff like that without having to have done them in the moment. I think it just opens up so many more creative possibilities than a regular action camera. And so, like I say, if you've just got one camera, this can do it all.
For this one, we've got the same bar mount and selfie stick combo, just sticking out the front to give a really wide selfie type shot. This is great for context to show off, where you're riding or the conditions on a beautiful sunny day, like this one for example. It can wobble a little bit when it's extended out, so some zip ties are a great way of minimizing that to some degree. And if you get some lovely little smooth sections of road, then you get some great shots.
This sort of shot, I think, really ups the production value because it looks like it's shot by somebody else. The way that it deletes the selfie stick or the mount, it's just such a great little trick. And so, like I say, it's a very creative camera, and even more so with the fact that you can get these invisible selfie kind of shots.
Now, a lot of these rely on crash bars. Admittedly, they do help a lot when it comes to getting a wide variety of different angles. This angle in particular is quite a fun one. If you use this large selfie stick and stick it straight up, then it gives you something roughly like being followed by a drone. Just be careful to watch out for trees, power cables, or anything else that might want to latch on.
So like I say, for a biker wanting to capture their motorcycle rides, I think this is a brilliant tool. It's creative, it's versatile, it's convenient. It allows you to get shots that might not otherwise be possible. But I will say, in the past with 360 cameras, there was a bit of a compromise, I think, certainly in terms of image quality. It just felt like they were a little bit behind a traditional single lens action camera. But with this, the latest X5 from Insta360, this is the best 360 camera I've ever used, and I really don't feel like there's much of a trade-off anymore in terms of how the footage looks. For me, I love that it captures in 8K, so it's super high resolution, and so what that means is even if you do crop in and take a specific angle or a specific detail, you're still getting really crispy high-res footage, even if it is, just a smaller zoomed in section of that overall 8K shot. I think the other big compromise as well used to be resilience or robustness, because as you can see, these fisheye type lenses do stick out quite a bit, and so it does make them more vulnerable to scratches. Previously, they weren't replaceable, or you might have to send it off to get them replaced, but they're now replaceable at home or at work, in my case, with their lens replacement kit. And so yeah, that's no longer a massive trade-off for using a 360 camera like this. So ultimate versatility, but without compromise. As if you fancy picking one up for yourself, then again, there's a link down in the description below, along with the details of that spring sale campaign. Do hit subscribe for more of the latest motorcycle tech, news and reviews right here on MOTOBOB. And massive thanks for watching today, and we'll catch you in the next video.